Are you struggling to create or to stick to a sketching habit? I'm with you. I admit I lost a bit of my sketching habit these past years, and I really want to try to go back in, and thanks to Inktober I think it's starting to come back. So I thought I would like to bring you with me in a kind of a boring day shopping trip, sketching on the go in real life and chatting about how to create and maintain a sketching practice. Because maybe the first thinking or tip would be that to be able to have daily practice, we have to kind of work on being able to sketch and staying inspired even in the most boring situations. About creating the habit, I think the first thing is just start. A habit starts with one day and then 2 days in a row, or just a regular schedule, which could be once a week. Probably something that you did only twice can become a habit. So acknowledge your good start and trust the process. To kickstart a bit of the habit, a challenge or special situation like a workshop or something can help. As for me, doing Inktober this month is really a help, even if I am not even really sharing my kind of crappy rubbish sketches online. Just knowing I plan to try to make one sketch every day and thinking, oh, I don't have my sketch for the day, kind of help to push me out of my boundaries. So having some kind of accountability can help. It can be about challenge, sharing online, or just finding a creative buddy to create this sketching habits together. Like, how was your sketching today? Are you talking to me? The sketch. Now that we are talking about it, maybe I can try to find a few minutes just to make a quick something today. Haha, see? It works. With this kind of challenge or accountability idea, there is nothing to lose. It works well as a kind of motivation too. You can even put colors in your calendar's boxes to be even more motivated. I hope you are not bored of bricks background. Look at this, so gorgeous. To be able to set our sketching habit in our daily lives, as we said, we need to be able to sketch in boring situations. For example, today I don't have anything special, so I'm going to try to find something to sketch just during the time when I am doing something else during the day. For sure, if you can be inspired in a parking lot, in any street, in a kind of a normal park in your town, you will be able to make amazing sketches too during traveling, special situations. Everywhere! But just start the practice now! And finally, the most important is not always what you sketch, but how you sketch it. So sometimes the most boring sketch can bring something new to your art and bring you a kind of breakthrough. So who knows what is going to happen today? These colors, inspiring! Now I start wondering if I should choose my parking spot accordingly to an idea of sketching. So there are a few trees and cars, I don't know. The weather is so beautiful, I shouldn't even sketch in a parking lot, but just finding a place to kind of a natural subject. Maybe I will.
세상은 재미없고 내 하루는 반복될까 내 뜻대로 되는 게 하나도 없잖아 뭘 하든 즐거울 때가 있었지 안아줄까 아 원래 달랐던 걸까 시간이 해결해줄 듯한 문제와는 다른 것 같아 내 소년이여 My youth 친구들이여 My youth 잊혀진 과거들도 미유 어디로 가는가 My youth 내 소년이여 My youth 친구들이여 미유
Finally, my experience lately with Inktober kind of taught or retaught me some things. You know, when you don't have much time and you just want to fit a sketch and you try to fit this in your schedule and organization and just in the situation and in the place you are, in a sense, you stop worrying about what to sketch. You just think, okay, I'm here, I have 15 minutes, I am going to make a sketch and that's it, we'll see. And even if it doesn't seem that there is anything to sketch, you just start, just start with a line, just start with the edge of a roof or a chimney or a tree or your cup of coffee, and once you started, the most difficult is done. I guess getting a reflection shot of me can become a kind of a trend in these video vlogs. In the case you are wondering what I am up to, in fact I am going to buy a kind of linoleum vinyl flooring to practice tap dance in my apartment. I try to solve my problem and to try to practice tap dance without making too much noise for my neighbor underneath. That's so warm, 23 degrees mid-October! That's a crazy wonderful weather, but I just can't stand this sweater anymore. Hey, better. The weather is so nice, I am not going to sketch in the parking lot, it's too warm in the car, so I changed my mind. I am going to try to find another boring situation for my keep your sketching habit, sketching boring stuff idea. But I have my roll of flooring to practice tap dance, hopefully without disturbing the neighbors. There is this little place nearby with a few trees that I like, so I hope it will be more suitable to sketch. In my opinion, greenery is more difficult to sketch with ink than streets and building and cars, so it's going to be maybe slightly more of a challenge, but let's take on it! And look at all these casting shadows, it makes me think about the thumbnail video. I may not use all this observation about shadows and colors in the video. Oh, bicycle, thanks, wonderful shot! But it's always nice to sharpen a bit your eyes to lines and lights and colors. You never lose your time! Let's go back to the idea about how to start to be able to set this practice sketching habit. I think one of the most useful tips is start small, start easy. So easy that you can't refuse it, you can't say no. And that's also why I think Inktober is a nice way for me to just getting back in the habit, because I mean ink drawing is so easy. Just a pen, paper, a line. Even if I am quite quick at picking my painting thing and I'm making watercolor, when you can do something in 1-2 minutes, that's even an easier start. So think about the easiest thing you can do, the smaller subject, the easier technique. Ink for Inktober, it's an easy start, and I hope that working on my practice is going to lead me towards more watercolor. kind of north of Europe. River view always make me think about Jacques Brel, kind of really famous singer from a few decades ago, which was singing the Plat Pays. Avec les cathédrales, unique montagne de noirs clochers, comme mât de cocagne où des diables en pierre décrochent les nuages, avec le fil des jours pour unique voyage et des chemins de pluie pour unique bonsoir.
Avec le vent de l'Est, écoutez-le vouloir, Plat Pays qui est le mien.
Avec un ciel si bas qu'un canal s'est perdu, avec un ciel si bas qu'il fait l'humilité, avec un ciel si gris qu'un canal s'est pendu, avec un ciel si gris qu'il faut lui pardonner. Put a bit of ink here and there when I want the sketch to be darker. I'm now using the Prater brush to dilute the ink I just put. This is one of the techniques I shared in my technique for Inktober video. You probably already know that. So of course finally we are far from the boring stuff I was talking about, no car sketch and parking lot and boring houses, but that's another lesson, that's a bit of a go in the flow, and depending on the weather, the situation, maybe sometimes it's boring and sometimes it's not, and that's what makes a surprise, and once again sometimes the boring situation makes the better sketch. So the sketch is a bit messy, but I like with ink having this kind of scribble feeling. For when I try to stick to something, I kind of invented a rule which I call the do not miss 2 times in a row rule. This idea, if it's okay if you miss once and you don't want to beat yourself, and it would be a shame to decide that the challenge is over or what you try to do is over just because you missed one thing and you failed and that's a drama. That's never a drama, but something you can do to try to keep on track is when you miss one day or one occurrence, 1 week or whatever, you definitely try to make the next day or week so that you don't skip twice in a row, and this definitely helps to keep on track with the creative habit or cleaning habit or whatever habit you try to set. And sometimes I like to add a frame, you know, like a bit like a comic, framing the view, and I'm going to keep a bit of space for the bird. Thing to think, the more you do it, the easier it gets. So you are not only doing a sketch, you're just setting a habit, a creative lifestyle. So finally, even if the sketch is just rubbish, that's okay. That's for practice and get in the groove of art. Do you have some special tips to share to be able to stick to the sketching habit? What are your own special strategies? Ready for other artistic adventure? Please subscribe if you haven't already. Like, share, spread the word with creativity. Happy sketching!